17 years later, we finally got our short list done. We're ready for this draft. Let's do it. Let's do it. To the draft we go. 2025. I have no idea what we're going to do. The Raiders have the number 1 pick. So let's take a look at our current draft board. Now again, quarterbacks. We don't have an extreme need. We'd only take someone if they really started to fall. Same for running backs. Those are the 5 that we liked. There was a fullback we could take late. Wide receiver, yeah. This is where I started accidentally putting it in reverse order. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. I just realized that's why I shouldn't have done it that way. But Jeff Hyde, we did like quite a bit. But wide receiver's not in our extreme need. But Jeff Hyde, Josh Robinson, they were the guys. I think. But again, wide receiver, not like this crazy, crazy need for us. So we will avoid that. Give me 1 second to fix something. Oh my god. And. There we go. Sorry. Anyway. So yeah, wide receivers, there's some good ones that we like. It's not our biggest need. And I don't think any of those guys were like automatic. Select them 6th overall. Of course, there were more good tight ends. There always are. Left tackle, there's only 1 dude. Left guard, couple of guys. 1 dude from maybe later on. Centers, pretty rough. For you. Shout out to Mike Ganistan. Name of the night, everybody. We did it. We did it. Mike Ganistan. Name of the night. Sound the alarm. Well done. Thank you for the follow. Right guards, nobody that we need. 6th overall. And then right tackle, there are some damn good right tackles. We do not need a right tackle at the moment. We just can't risk it. But, edge, nobody on the left-hand side. Fuck. Right-hand side. Couple of dudes. Right edge is not our biggest area of need, though. So, defensive tackle. For you. Shout out to H-Town, Texas for the follow. The series is for you. You don't have as good of a name as Mike Ganistan, but I appreciate you. Josh Owens at defensive tackle. Solid grades. He's 22. Well, that combine's pretty damn good. I don't know. Nuge, I do too. Good to see you, by the way, buddy. It's a shame this came out because we won't get any FIFA in there anytime soon, and I miss it already. Josh Owens might be worth taking 6th overall. He might be. But then we get to the biggest area of need. Left outside linebacker, nobody. Middle linebacker, there's some damn good guys here, including John Redd, but we don't need him. Is this your first draft? This is our 3rd draft. We just finished Season 3. I'm honestly liking the game. I just kind of treat Madden for what it is, so I do like it. I enjoy watching Madden franchise mode. I'm too lazy to play it myself. Fair. So here's the deal. If it's not Owens, we're looking at Jimmy Dale, but his zone coverage scares me. However, he is a power rusher, and he did have the max bench, but the 40 time, So really, for me, I feel like it comes down to Owens or this fucking stud right here, Antonio Hyde. The agility leaves a bit to be desired, but he's got the speed, he's got the power. As a run stopper, he can play zone. Like, I feel like Antonio Hyde is our guy. We are going to sim to the 6th pick and see if they're both still on the board. Because trading up for us is dangerous. Hyde should be there at 6. He should be. There were some good corners as well. That's not one of our big needs. Like I said, we are kind of drafting the best available, like team need, but then best available out of those needs. But yeah, there are some damn good players in this draft. But I think no doubt that linebacker is our top dude. Trading up, It's always risky to not. And actually, really quickly, let's see here. So we have Vegas, we have New York, we have Cleveland, Seattle, and Indy. Do any of them... Whoops, went to the wrong one. I was going to say, do any of them want a right outside linebacker? It's true that we won't know their dev until tomorrow unless we were to look, but we don't like to look. We like to leave it as a surprise, even though it can immediately be taken away from us. Let's look. So first we'll go to the, for some reason, consistently awful Raiders. They do not need a linebacker. They do, but they don't. They do have young Travis Mackey there. The Giants have Kayvon Thibodeau. The Browns have fucking Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The Seahawks have Josh Uche. And the Colts have Terrell Jones. We should have a straight shot to Hyde at linebacker 6th overall. We should. Let's find out if we do. First overall pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select Brian Armstrong, left tackle out of Miami. That's one down. Second overall, the New York Football Giants select George Hazel, right tackle of Central Florida. Ender, what's up? How the heck are ya? I'm on Smidge and start out with a Piney question. Would you rather have Doritos for skin or summon a ghost during sex? Thanks, Piney. Piney makes the podcast. He didn't get a question for the one that's coming out tomorrow. Cleveland Browns at number 3 take right tackle Nick Charles. 2 more. Seahawks at 4 take quarterback Javier Childs. So we're guaranteed to get Owens or Hyde 6th overall. I'd almost be tempted to trade down, but we have the funds for the signing bonus. The Indianapolis Colts at 5 select Terrell Conley, edge out of Penn State. We got to do it. 6th overall. We won't know for sure what the dev pattern is, but he's our guy. No doubt. 6th overall. I think we have to take him. The grades, like, we cannot afford to trade down and let this guy slip. We can't. He is a stud and a half. Got great hit power. He can catch. He can block shed. Trade down to the Patriots. Nuge, I trade down like a son of a bitch. Like, I am full Belichick when I play this game. He's the guy. This dude's insane. This dude's insane. Antonio Hyde, 6th overall. No doubt. GG. I don't know if I ever would have bet on someone being a slam dunk pick more than this guy. I have never been convinced that someone was going to be amazing only to have him be meh. Like that. I can't believe it.
Taste the biscuit.
Thank you, Mike Ganistan. Fuck. We stand Mike Ganistan. Hopefully he'll have a super high overall, and then maybe he will end up being, eventually developing into the linebacker it looks like he can be. But that hurts. Badly. Shit. That hurts, man. That hurts a lot. Our next pick is 13th. We're pretty much forced to take Owens if he's available. Cardinals at 7. Take safety Cordell Wilder out of Penn State. Patriots at 8. Select right tackle Caleb Chandler out of Miami. Broncos at 9. Take left guard Curtis Gregory out of Georgia. 3 picks away. Ravens at 10. Select right tackle A.J. Copeland out of Oregon State. Vikings at 11. Take corner Max Weber. 1 more pick until that defensive tackle is available to us. The Bears at 12. Take tackle J.P. Lynch. So now we have a huge decision to make. Do we trust that that defensive tackle is as good as advertised? Josh Owens. The key grades are pretty strong. He's 22. You look at the combine and the pro day, he's got the strength, the agility. He looks like the complete package. Might not have the highest overall, but it looks like he should be a stud. Do we take him here? Fuck. We need a hit in the first round. If this fails, we're in pretty big trouble. Taking a 7th, or 6th, and a 13th overall pick and not getting a stud out of those, that's pretty poor. But we got to go for it. It is our biggest need at this point, because left outside linebacker, there's nobody we can get until later on. We have to go for this. The other options would be an edge or a wide receiver. Let's take a look again at wide receivers that are here. We could take another Hyde. Do we want that to be the story? He does have pretty decent grades, and again, he's fast, he's agile. He's not bad. Honestly, he is, in my opinion, more of an elite slot receiver than a deep threat. Then there was Tyler Derby, who was more physical at 22, 6'2", has the strength in the vert jump, doesn't have great speed. See, here's my problem. It's just there's more wide receivers we can take. There's Justin Pearman as well. Another 6'2" option, not quite as good. But again, has the strength, has the jumping. There are some good receivers we could take later in this draft. For sure. Even Josh Robinson with the strength and the vert jump looks great. There's a lot of good receivers. In terms of defensive tackle, Josh Owens is it. That's the problem. Josh Owens is it at defensive tackle. And then for the edge rushers, which we need, but we don't extremely need, there's 3 guys there as well, and we could try to get one later. I have no choice. I get the idea of taking the Hydes. It's got to be Josh Owens. We run a 4-3. We only have 1 defensive tackle. We need Josh Owens. We need him. We have to take him. He's the guy. And then we'll try to get one of those wide receivers later. Josh Owens is the pick. Okay. He's at least star or better. Jeff Hyde's going to kick the shit out of me, I'm sure. 90 strength. At least Josh Owens is what we needed. We'll see what his starting overall is, but at least we know he's star dev or better. So we get our linebacker, who hopefully is like the highest rated guy in the draft, but normal dev, and we get a defensive tackle. The other big need was left outside linebacker, in which case we'll get somebody later. But for now, I think like we've done okay depending on the overall of the other dude. We have the 29th pick in the round, and we'll kind of see who's left. Because trading up at this stage would be dangerous because of the bonus money you have to allocate to first-round picks. It's not like NHL. So 14th, the Saints take cornerback Tim Gibson. 15th, the Panthers take Clyde Aldridge out of Alabama, the tight end. Lions at 16 take Todd Hyde, another Hyde, right tackle out of Texas Tech. Dolphins at 17, Keelan Sheldon, the right edge. Which, again, we could have gone for, but we wanted to go for DT instead. It was more of a position of need. Jets at 18. Take that very Polish right tackle. Cowboys at 19. Take Jimmy Dale, the other linebacker. I wonder how good he is compared to the guy we took. Falcons at 20. Take Owen McCormick, receiver. Jimmy Dale is a great name, I agree. Niners at 21. Take a Roderick Blaylock. So we're coming up soon. One of the receivers finally goes. The managed staff option gives you the chance to change out your coaches, team schemes, stuff like that. It doesn't fit at all for the draft menu. It really shouldn't be there. Titans at 22. Take Jeff Hyde. Should we have traded up 7 spots? Time will tell. But Jeff Hyde goes to Tennessee. We'll be oh, fucking hell, Nuge, you're right. We're in a division with Tennessee. He is 100% going to score 2 touchdowns against us this season. 100%. Fuck. All right, 23. Jacksonville. Take right tackle J.D. Moon. 24. The Steelers. Take Shaq Freeman, running back out of North Carolina. Chiefs at 25. Rob Jenkins, tackle out of Ohio State. Bills take tight end Russ Floyd. Commanders take Terrell Mack, left tackle out of Clemson. Yeah, the brothers are in the same division. It's fine. And at 28, the Commanders take Marquis Wilcox, left guard. So we have the 29th overall pick. After this, we got to wait until the 10th pick of round 2. So if we look at who's available here. Quarterback-wise, obviously no one. Running back-wise, no one that's slipped. Wide receivers, though, Tyler Derby and Josh Robinson are still there. Those are the 2 super interesting ones. There is a tight end, but we don't need him at the moment. Again, this was a super heavy O-line draft. Right edge, we still have 2 options. Defensive tackle, Theo Foster's still there, but we don't need him now. Okay, so we're looking at an edge or a wide receiver. Unless someone really slipped. Ooh, John Redd. Oh, shit. I would define that as a player that slipped. Okay, we got a decision to make. And there's a couple of corners, too. And a safety in JoJo Moore. Man, the safeties really haven't gone off the board yet. So actually, we don't really need a safety. Hold on. Was John Redd as good as I remember him? Grades are a bit shaky. He's 21. He does have a pretty damn good combine score. I don't think we can do that based off a need. Again, we do have Miles Jack in that position. And there's a couple of guys. So, comes down to, let's take a look at Connor Jacobs. Those grades are scary. The A tackle is nice. He's 21. All he has is the strength. He doesn't really have the speed or agility. So that scares me. And then Pleasant has the grades. Has the combine. Ooh, it's got to be Pleasant. There's still receivers left I like. This is the best right end left in the draft. Brendan Pleasant. He is the best edge left in this draft. No doubt. It's got to be. Wide receiver. I hope to get Josh Robinson or Tyler Derby. If Pleasant's bad, man, then I'm out of ideas. And we can't guarantee he'll be available if we trade down. We're going for Brendan Pleasant. We got to go for it. Whew, thank God. He's at least star dev. He's got great speed, great strength. I know he's 23. A tackling, A power moves. Oh, Nuge, I draft like Belichick, man. I draft like Belichick. I draft for, like, good athletes. I'll mold him into a good football player. I need a good athlete. All right, that's a damn good first round. The linebacker, bit of a wild card, but the DT and the edge rusher that we got, both pretty damn good. There is no way we can trade up earlier in the round 2. We got to be careful with the other options. It is kind of the Al Davis approach to scouting too, except, you know, I'm alive and I don't have a dumb haircut like his son. Chargers at 30 take Daniel Ramirez. Packers at 31 take Dom Huff at corner. Bengals at 32, Brandon Wesley. All right. Raiders, Manny Tigner, the safety. I'm hoping some of these safeties go off the board. Zach Bennett, running back. Tyler Derby. Oof. So one of the receivers I wanted is gone. And receiver is kind of the last thing we can add at the moment. Let's take a look again at Justin Pearman. 23 years old, hit or miss. He's got the good bench, a 41-inch vert. But then there's Robinson, who's 6'4", can catch the ball at 21 years old. Under a 4. We got to trade up for him right now. Right now. I'm not letting that guy slide. There's no way. There's no way. Let's go talk to Seattle. See what they want to make that happen. I can't let that guy slide. I'd regret it. I would 100% regret it. And this is why we didn't spend money in free agency, so that we can make plays in the draft, too. What's it going to take, Seattle? Second and a fourth, or Matt? Okay, second and a fourth. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Done deal. Done deal. So we use a 4th-round pick to trade up 6 spots. Easiest bit of business we've done all day. There were some big names. Most of them didn't want to come here anyway. So we will 100% make this selection. And our next guy to try to address that wide receiver need is the LSU option, Josh Robinson. A catch in traffic, apparently. He's 21 at 6'4". Ran under a 4.4. God damn, come on. Oh my God. We might have just drafted the next Calvin Johnson. Look at the speed, agility, strength, and jumping, and he's 6'4". All I should have to do is just yeet the ball upfield, and he's coming down with it. Holy fuck. He has A, catching traffic, B, catching. He can't run routes to save his life. We just drafted Calvin Johnson. We just drafted Calvin Johnson. We have our franchise quarterback, and we just drafted Calvin Johnson. Holy shit. 97 throw power for a quarterback, too. To work with this, the injury rating matches. So injury rating, an F equates to like mid-70s. So it's actually not as bad as you'd think. Crazy. First pick, who knows? It depends on the overall. These last 3 picks have been slam dunks. And actually, we kept that 10th pick. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. All right, so let's take a look at the draft board again. That's huge. So really, right now, the biggest needs, left outside linebacker, left edge. That's where we're looking to improve. We're not going to have anybody there. I mean, literally, there is no left edge to take. So it's just making sure that later on in this draft, we get one of these linebackers. We did trade up like 16 spots. It's beautiful. Spadell had the speed and agility. He's probably the guy. Earl Denard. Doesn't have the block shedding. Honestly, I mean, we can just throw darts at the board with these guys and just try to get a linebacker that works. Because all 3 of them look promising. Isaiah Allen probably the most.
Oh, good for you.
Shout out to Real Racing Boots. Appreciate the follow. So now that we're not looking for need, we can start looking at the best remaining players available with our next picks. However, we might also risk trading down. So wide receiver-wise, there is Justin Pearman as well. Gotta be honest, there's no way he's better than the guy we just took. We're gonna let him go. I have no real desire to take Justin Pearman at this point. Is there anybody at this point, though, second round, that we'd have to take? I mean, there's these guys, but there's 3 of them. We don't need a right guard. Right guard is actually one of the last things that we need. So we wouldn't trade up to get them. Even if they're elite. Like, the money and the problems it would cause. Like, you got to take the attitude of you can't get everybody. This dude does look pretty damn good, but you can't get everybody, and we do already have players in that position. If it wasn't for the money you had to hand out to draft picks, yeah, sure, we could get the best players available all the time. And then, yeah, Connor Jacobs, we really don't need now. And again, he was the one where, yeah, his combine was pretty rough. Defensive tackle still available, Theo Foster. The grades were looking shaky. He has the strength. Right now, I'm not seeing anybody to trade up and get. Except John Red is still there. There are these 3 middle linebackers. We are going to wait until our next pick. A couple middle linebackers, couple of corners, couple of safeties. We're definitely not going to trade up. But once we get to our pick, we'll see who's left. So the Colts at 5 take Zach Davis at corner. Eagles take Alex Cousins. Okay, well, there go the corners. Dalton Babineau, receivers gone. Patriots at 8. Holy second-round picks. JoJo Moore, the safety's gone. And at 9, John Red, the pick before us. The Broncos strike. The pick before us. And the Broncos strike. He probably would have been the guy. Again, you can't get everybody. We have 2 great middle linebackers as it is. If we were to take a middle linebacker, it means we trade Miles Jack. So, all right. So based off of who was left, again, there's no real steal there. Right now, it's like, okay, who's a steal to take at this point? Theo Foster wasn't really in that category. Quentin Sheffield, how good are you? Another LSU pick. The grades leave a bit to be desired. He is 21. Combine's not bad. I mean, he's fast. He's strong as shit. But not a steal, in my opinion. Not can't miss. Quincy Bradfield, those grades looked a little bit better. He is 21. Ran a 4.4 as a linebacker. All right, right now, Quincy Bradfield is the guy that we're looking at. Those corners all went off the board. The safeties went off the board. Except for 2 of them. Harold Beckwith, who does have decent grades. And a decent combine results. Beckwith isn't bad either. Skinner could also be decent. All right, so Beckwith and Skinner both look like beasts. We'll let one of them go off the board. That's how we'll handle that. So Beckwith, Skinner, we'll keep an eye out on them. Considering this middle linebacker ran a 4.4 in Quincy Bradfield, I think he's the guy. Let's take Quincy. If we can. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. This became Seattle's pick. Ooh. Okay, it was the pick that we traded. We have pick 11. That was the pick we traded. So they do need to fix that. So let's see what Seattle does, because yeah, you see, there's no make pick option. So we did trade that pick, and they took Gordon Mooney. Now it's our pick, and we'll take that linebacker, which means Miles Jack might just be on the way out. I did just notice that dude was right there. Quincy Bradfield, you're the guy. The question is just how good are you? He is not quite the Miles Jack replacement. Not quite. He's a great athlete, but normal dev is a little bit disappointing. A lot of those A to C range are going to be C's, so we'll see. We're not going to immediately trade him, but yeah, linebacker-wise so far, it's been a little bit rough. The Bears take Peralta, so we're going to trade down here. We got our eyes on those 2 safeties. They're not gone yet, so we're going to trade down. 2nd, 4th, and a 6th seems to be the going rate. Ooh, 1st round pick next year from Philadelphia. GG's, we'll take that. 1st and a 7th from Philly, you got it. You got it. So let's keep going. Our next pick isn't, and immediately they take one of the safeties. Let's go talk to the Saints. Immediately, one of the safeties went off the board. That was Skinner. So we're going to go for Beckwith. We did just pick up a first-round pick. The question is, what will the Saints want? What do the Saints want for that pick? They want that first-round pick I just got from the Eagles. So literally, or we trade Cole. I think we trade Cole here instead. He's our number 2 tight end. We keep that first rounder. We trade Cole Kmet. No doubt. Easy does it. Cole, thank you for your service. Bye-bye. And we are going to bring in this safety. We'll see who was better between him and Maurice Skinner. We'll see if the Eagles got the better of the two. But we are going to take Harold Beckwith out of USC. Grades aren't that bad. Combine was pretty good. We know we can hit, too. Good awareness, good play recognition. Harold Beckwith. Let's go, baby. I don't know if Skinner was better, but Harold Beckwith, pretty damn good. The speed. Again, the athletes, man. Look at the fucking athleticism on this guy. Holy hell. Holy hell. And he can hit. He can hit. Good shit, man. Good shit. Outside of linebackers, we are destroying this draft. This is why we take so long in prep work for this. So with that, there was really nobody left that I totally cared about at this stage. So we are just going to be able to sim to our next pick and then see who's left. Lazy Koala, thank you for the follows. Yeah, we'll see if any of these dudes that are still on my board are there by the time we get to our next pick. But I'm pretty damn happy with this draft. I still think the dude that we took 6th could have a super high overall to make him worth it. At least I hope. So let's see who's on the board here. There's a good chance we'll trade down. Ender, take it easy. I'll probably be done by the time you're out of work, but thank you for hanging out. All right, so let's see. Who's on the board here? Approaching the 3rd to 4th round. Obviously, we wouldn't take a running back. There's Kitchens and Lowry. This guy's, dude, 6'5", 21 years old. He can catch a damn football. Fuck, man. I guess we're taking another receiver. Andrew Kitchens. Another physical freak with good hands. That's going to be tough not to take him. And then James Lowry. Decent grades at 5'8", 21 years old. And he's the one that ran under a 4.3. Has good agility. Both of these receivers are sick. Oh my god. Both of those receivers are awesome. Tight end wise, no one we'd want now. Nobody we'd want now on the O-line. There is Daniel Clayton at defensive tackle, but we really don't need him compared to the other options. He was decent, combine-wise. Kitchens and Lowry are both awesome. This might mean that Ridley is not here next year. And then after this, we start looking at Isaiah Allen. Just to make sure we get him. There is Cole Brewer and Nate Sheldon. If we wanted to potentially swing and miss on a linebacker again. But the other guy was faster and stronger and wasn't as good, so I don't think we risk it on Brewer. What about Sheldon? Those grades are iffy, man. Combine beast. Absolute combine beast, but I can't justify taking him in the 2nd round pick. We'll see if he's still there in the 3rd. And then Zaire Garrison would be the only other safety. His grades, a little bit hit or miss. He had a fucking great combine, too. Damn. Honestly, though, there's something about that receiver. There's something about Andrew Kitchens being tall as shit, an incredible athlete with great hands. We're taking Andrew Kitchens. Normal dev. But look at the athleticism, man, on a 6'5" guy. That's insanity. He was worth the pick. He's 21. He might still develop. I mean, especially with those grades. Like, look at those grades. Damn. Damn is the only thing I can say. It is very disappointing he doesn't have a better dev. But I agree. Maybe we do change my rule and I move him over to tight end. But not bad. I don't regret making the pick. Let's sim to this next one. There's still plenty of people that we can take right now. So we're going to keep making these picks as long as we have them. Again, we have a lot of picks because we were trade down kings. James Lowry is still there. The other wide receiver. So James Lowry's still there. And then it gets interesting. Because we know we have third round picks. Lowry's there. Garrison is there. Let's go for Garrison, I think. He was a combine beast. We're definitely going to make sure we get Allen. He's not projected to go until round 5. So we'll be able to get him later in this round. Barring a miracle steal by the AI. It's either Garrison or Lowry. Lowry's fucking rapid. But I am going to go for Zaire Garrison out of Georgia. Another normal. Again, another freak athlete. Just doesn't have the crazy dev. But not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see if that receiver is still there with our next pick. Let's see if he's still there. There's Lowry on the board. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Lowry's gone. So we'll see if we made the right choice there. Maybe we should have gone for Lowry. So now, still in the third round. Running back wise, that dude's not bad. Notori man. As a power back, had the speed, had the strength. We really don't necessarily need a running back, but we could take one. How Crowder as a tight end. The catching, the blocking is really scaring me off. Combine beast, but we've kind of fallen for that a few times now, haven't we? Tight spot, what's up, man? Got a couple of O-linemen. Terrell Williams. Fuck. Terrell Williams is the pick right now. With grades like that, Terrell Williams is currently the pick. Kevin Hall's a little bit more boom or bust. That left guard is currently our pick, barring a miracle. Ted Stover's not bad. He's not as good as the other guy. That left guard right now is looking like the man. Clayton, second to third round, still there. Clayton's an interesting one, but that guard with the grades, I think we have to prioritize him over these two DTs when we already took a defensive tackle. Both these guys are combine beasts. Again, we're still looking at Isaiah Allen after this. There's Malachi Weber. 23 years old. Going to be a combine beast, but the grades weren't amazing. I think it's that left guard. I thought we'd have to trade down a lot more, but just the way this is working out, there have always been players available that we want. Let's go ahead. Terrell Williams out of Vandy. He's the guy. Let's go. 89 strength. There's a new left guard in town. Hidden Dev. Terrell Williams. We'll take that. We will take that. Beautiful. And our next pick isn't all that long from now. Nathan Scott's gone. Scott Davis is gone. Do we make another pick here? I think we do. There are other guys that I want, but I am not risking it at this point. We're going to take Isaiah Allen now as the most promising left outside linebacker, our final position of need. And he was normal dev. Damn. Okay. I wanted to make sure we got him, though. He was the best player for us at this stage. So now we move forward again towards the end of the third round. And I imagine these later picks. Yeah, dude. What am I, 0 for 3, 0 for 4 on linebackers in this draft? It's fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So Notori Man is still there. There's a half-decent running back. How bad is my luck on linebackers? There's Kevin Hall at center, who also wasn't that bad. There is still Daniel Clayton at defensive tackle. Was projected to have second-round potential. For that reason, we will take the risk with Daniel Clayton out of East Carolina. Normal depth for him, too. Good depth option, though. Good depth option. That is the way to view it. We've gotten some damn good depth options in this draft. Our next pick isn't all the way until round number 5 because of some of the trades we've made. Favorites list. We do still have some people. So Quayshawn Weldon was a freak, wasn't he? But yeah, we made so many prior trades, I couldn't risk jumping back up into like the 4th round or again in the 3rd. Corey Battles was the fastest receiver in the draft. The grades were pretty shit. Jamie Cooper. Hoping to see some good grades out of these guys since we don't need anybody now. Caleb Summers with that A in impact blocking. He's not bad. I am a little bit worried about how much money we're going to spend in rookie salaries and bonuses, but we'll deal with it. It should be less than what we could have spent in free agency. Earl Denard, if I wanted to take another linebacker. Deion Thompson. What about Quentin Parrish? Good hit power and man coverage. A lot of these guys now are just best guess, I think. I think Weldon was good, though, wasn't he? I think he was. Okay. Well, we can just kind of go off a best guess at this stage. When in doubt, take another linebacker. Earl Denard. How good are you? Fuck. It's 0 for 4 or 0 for 5 on linebackers. I can't help it. I have to. I am obligated. Obligated to select them. Son of a bitch. Every single linebacker's a miss, huh? Well, thank God we're out of linebackers. Wow, the fullback got taken already. I thought for sure I'd be able to get him in round 6. Let's take Jamie Cooper. He's the last O-lineman. The rest of the guys are safeties. Normal depth for Coop. That's okay. Depth roll. Exactly. It's the sunken cost fallacy. One of these linebackers has to be good, right? How could they not be? Well, there's your answer. Still 2 guys that we liked. 2 safeties. So Quentin Parrish at 21. It's pretty damn good. And Le'Veon Johnson at 22. Pure combine beast. Let's go for Johnson. Yeah. Normal depth for him, too. We're getting some good depth options is the best way to view this. Again, we don't need a kicker. We don't need a punter. I might take a fullback. But we're risking it for these guys off of them being combine studs. Quentin Parrish. Yeah. Good athletes. Not good, great. It's been a great draft for us. Like I said, I am a little bit nervous about how many selections we actually made because we have made a lot of damn picks in this draft. A lot. But at the same time, we should be okay money-wise. The question is with these dudes that really fell down the rankings. Like, do we just take a shot at them or do I go for like a punter? I don't need a punter, though. Fuck it, another linebacker. I like the way you think. I don't think there are any ones left. I mean, there are. Mike Sexton was projected to go second to third round out of Tulane. His combine was fucking terrible. So we can risk it. I mean, it's the 7th round. We can risk it on one of these two. Just fuck it, Mike Sexton. Worth the shot. Was worth the shot. I think we do have a couple more 7ths. Yeah. Didn't get a single good linebacker in this draft. See, the problem is, though, the other linebackers I did draft that were good in prior years, they ended up not being good by the end of the first season. Vince Barnett, are you any good? Let's find out. Why did you fall all the way down the board? Because you're trash, as expected. It's worth a shot. I mean, you pretty much know if the AI are avoiding them, they're going to be shit. But it's like, oh, let's try it. Finally, we get to our last pick of this draft. 17 picks later. Absurdity, insanity. Again, I don't really need a punter. I don't really need a fullback. And the best fullback of the draft was already taken. Harold Farrell is a pretty good name. People are shouting out Harold Farrell. Let's do it. Doesn't matter to me at this point. Normal dev. 35 change of direction. Holy shit. Oh my god. You're not... 35 change of direction? Alright. So, let's take a look at the overalls after this, because this was absurd. Ooh, yeah, see, our owner funds dropped from about 40 million? We risked it a little bit. That was a bit much. We really risked it in that draft. With that bonus salary, but here we go, draft recap. How good is that first linebacker? 74. Ugh. Ugh, he's only a 74? Come on, man. Damn it. 72 rating for Josh Owens, 76 for Pleasant, 75s for Robinson and Bradfield, 73 for Beckwith, 74 for Kitchens, 66 for Garrison, but a 75 for Williams, and Allen, Clayton, Denard, Cooper, Johnson, Parrish, Sexton, but they were all trash at the end. All trash. Let's go back, though, to round number 1. Yeah, see, look at the bonus money we had to hand out. That adds up fast. Second round bonus money can add up real fast, too. That's where we started to get in trouble. So NFL-wise, no crazy high ratings to start. How good was this QB? Well, we didn't fuck up as bad as the Seahawks did. Ouch. Imagine if we gave up our quarterback to draft that guy. Holy shit. Wow, Cordell Wilder, 79 overall. Yeah, this looked like a pretty shaky draft, man. It really did. 76, Owen McCormick. Jeff Hyde, 75 with 97 speed. Normal dev for Jeff Hyde. We were fucked no matter what. Good to know. Good to know. We were screwed no matter what. No matter who we took with that pick. He's still going to torch us, correct. But still. Damn. So the highest rated dude in the first round, 79 rated Cordell Wilder. In the second round, 77 rated Eric Andrews. How good was Tyler Derby? Yeah, he was pretty good too. We had him on a short list. He looks like he's 75 years old. Hydes are blacklisted going forward, right? Zach Davis was a 76 normal. To answer that question for all about Zach Davis. Lowest rated dude was imagine taking a 63 in the second round. Fucking oof. Fucking oof. How good was John Red? Yeah. Yeah. But we didn't get John Red because we traded up to get Robinson. That was a good deal. Third round, highest rated dude, 75, Terrell Williams. Lowry at a 74. Normal dev for him. This wasn't the best draft. It's probably actually the worst one that we've seen so far. How good was Spadell? Fuck, we had him on our short list. I thought the other guy was better. There was a linebacker we could have gotten. He was probably only star dev. Round 4, highest rated dude, 75, James Short. Round 5, highest rated guys were 70s, including the fullback that we were looking at. What does that fullback have for a dev pattern? I'm so salty. We could have... I'm so salty. I wanted that guy, too. I wanted him. So salty. We should have gone for him. Round 6, 71 rated was the best. Mac James. And then round 7, a 68 was the best. So definitely not the best draft in the world. We did okay. We did okay, though. Linebacker-wise, it was a disaster. And again, we probably got a little bit too aggressive with how many picks we made because our owner funds got dropped by a decent amount. We, again, are going to have a lot to do. A lot to do in terms of setting up this team. And same thing as yesterday. You know, when we get back to this, we're not going to have the same roster. I'm going to bring in a lot of free agent mentors. It's pretty much the best way to work that out and get that extra depth. Did this freeze? Has Madden frozen on me for the first time? The soundtrack audio is still going in the background according to OBS. Hey, there it is. So yeah, Devlin's our guy. We need a mentor behind him. Running backs, we just need a mentor there. Got Kevin Hawley at fullback, but now wide receiver. Josh Robinson's here. Andrew Kitchens is here. So there is a legitimate conversation about how soon we move on from Calvin Ridley. I don't think it'll be this year, but these two are going to be awesome. And tight end now, Norris and Randolph. Like, we'll have to find another tight end. But, and honestly, Kenyon Green could get moved. We got some stuff to figure out. We do have some stuff to figure out. But I am pretty optimistic. Honestly, I think Greenard gets traded so Pleasant can be the starter. So, I think we're good. I still don't think I'm going to move position for anybody. Got Josh Owens at DT now. So like I said, I might have a lot to do. Literally, I'm going to end the stream, go make a sandwich, and then optimize this shit. We might be saying goodbye. I don't know if we're saying goodbye to Miles Jack. But we got some choices. Antonio Hyde probably will still be the starter. We got some choices to make. We got some choices. See, the problem, though, with moving a wide receiver over to tight end is that he might not be able to block to save his life. That's the issue. Oh, my God. We already have 2 first-round picks next year. I didn't trade down as much this year. So, a lot to be decided. It was a good draft. Probably not our best draft. But I'm still pretty happy with how that turned out.